Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the HIV/AIDS care program. And, well, we're starting with a pretty heavy but absolutely crucial truth. Sometimes the absolute hardest part of a journey isn't what you'd expect. The quote on screen says it all. Sometimes the greatest pain is not the illness itself, it is the judgment. I mean, really think about that for a second. The rejection, the silence. For so many people living with HIV, the daily challenge isn't just medical, it's social. People are terrified to speak up, terrified to get tested, or even ask for help. And it's not because they're weak. No way. It's because they are paralyzed by the fear of how society is going to treat them. So, what does this all mean for us? It means it is time to break the stigma. Under the HIV/AIDS care program, we're pushing one crystal clear message today. We have to stop the fear, and we have to do it together. Let's break this down a bit and look at what understanding the stigma actually means. Basically, stigma is what happens when people are judged, rejected, or just treated completely unfairly simply because of their HIV status. And the really scary part? This isn't just happening somewhere far away. It hits right at home. It's in our schools, our workplaces, and our own communities. So what does this actually look like in real life? Well, the face of HIV stigma is gossip. It's isolation from your own family. It's negative stereotypes that just won't die. All of this creates a massive wave of shame and embarrassment, and that fear literally prevents people from getting access to the life-saving treatment they need. But we have to remember, HIV is a health condition. It is absolutely not a reason to treat someone like they're less human. Everyone deserves dignity, period. Now, let's look at the real-world impact of all this. Because it goes way beyond just hurting someone's feelings. It completely wrecks mental health, confidence, and personal relationships. Because of this, so many people just suffer in total silence. They isolate themselves entirely because they're terrified of being rejected by the people they love the most. And the consequences escalate quickly, right? Because of this intense societal judgment, some people will actually avoid getting tested altogether. They'd rather stay in the dark out of pure fear. Even more heartbreaking, some people actually stop taking their treatment. This is where stigma literally becomes a life or death situation. The pressure and shame gets so heavy that it pushes individuals to abandon the very healthcare that's keeping them alive. And ultimately, some just lose hope completely. But listen to me. Nobody, and I mean nobody, should ever feel entirely alone because of their HIV status. Our communities need to be places that foster healing, not places that spread fear. So how do we flip the script? The answer is education and awareness. Education is honestly our most powerful weapon here. We have to clear up the misinformation that's feeding this fear. Like, here's a huge myth, that HIV spreads through casual contact, like hugging someone or sharing a meal. The absolute scientific fact, it cannot spread that way. Another huge myth is that it's an automatic death sentence. Actually, scratch that. The truth is that people living with HIV live long, super healthy lives with the right treatment. Testing and treatments save lives. When we actually understand the facts, the fear just kind of melts away. Knowledge brings understanding, and understanding brings compassion. And there are amazing people out there doing this work right now. Enter the Guardian Angels Botswana Society, or GABS. They're a real game changer in the community, actively working on the front lines to replace fear with solid education and support. This leads us perfectly into how we go about actually building supportive communities. GABS is doing this through some incredibly comprehensive services. They offer free HIV testing and counseling, which completely removes the barrier of fear. They've got youth empowerment and peer education programs, because let's face it, young people are the ultimate agents of change. They also tackle mental health with psychosocial support, run highly creative awareness campaigns, and host safe support groups. It's the whole shebang, totally focused on replacing isolation with real human connection. But hey, it's not just on the organizations. This is on us too. So what can you actually do? Well, here are some actionable ideas. Number 1, you could host a Break the Stigma Awareness Day. Number 2, organize a candlelight event to bring people together in hope. Number 3, start creating safe support dialogues where people can actually just be honest. And number 4, get the youth involved with drama and art shows. Using the creative arts makes these heavy messages so much more relatable and sticky. Together, we can all be ambassadors of change. So let's look at the big picture and what a future without fear actually looks like. We've covered a lot of ground today, but if you only take away one thing, make it this. HIV does not define a person's value, and stigma should never, ever dictate a person's future. We get to choose a better path here by actively choosing compassion over judgment, by choosing education over misinformation, and support over discrimination. We literally build stronger, healthier spaces for everyone. Together, we really can end the fear. I want to leave you with this amazing awareness slogan: stop the stigma, spread the love. Let that be your reminder to lead with kindness and to make sure everyone gets the care, the hope, and the respect they deserve. So my final question for you is, what's one thing you are going to do today to help break the stigma in your own community?